The chef who earned 5 royal praises. The untold legend of Joseon's most honored cook. In the grand halls of the Joseon dynasty, where polished jade floors reflected the sunlight and every meal prepared could determine a man's fate. There lived a chef whose skills were whispered across the palace corridors. His name was Han Ji-won, a man of humble origins who rose to become one of the most extraordinary cooks in Korean history. But his story was almost lost, overshadowed by war, politics, and time. Today, we uncover the forgotten tale of the only known palace chef to be praised by the king 5 times in a row. An honor almost impossible in the strict world of royal cuisine. Han Ji-won was not born into privilege. He grew up in a small fishing village, where he learned early on that good food didn't come from wealth but from respect for ingredients. His mother taught him how to read the tides, clean fish, and use every part of a catch. His father, a farmer, taught him how to grow herbs and vegetables with care. When Ji-won turned 18, a royal inspector visited the village. By chance, the inspector tasted Ji-won's simple fish broth and was stunned. "This flavor," he said, "belongs in the palace." Ji-won was summoned to the royal kitchens, a world where hundreds of cooks worked together, each responsible for a tiny piece of the king's daily meals. Mistakes were unforgivable. Perfection was expected. Failure meant demotion or exile. But Ji-won quickly stood out, not because he followed rules, but because he understood food deeply. He listened to the ingredients as if they were speaking. He observed how the king reacted to each dish. He studied medical texts to understand what foods provided strength, clarity, or comfort. One day, during a long season of political turmoil, the king was exhausted, unable to eat much. The royal doctors requested meals that could restore energy but remain gentle on the stomach. Ji-won was chosen to prepare the main dish. He created a delicate broth infused with ginseng, tender slices of beef, and medicinal herbs. But it wasn't just the ingredients, it was the way he cooked it slowly overnight, letting the flavors merge into a warm, healing comfort. When the king tasted it, he paused. "This," he said softly, "is exactly what I needed." He gave Ji-won his first royal praise. A week later, Ji-won was asked to prepare food for an important ceremony. He crafted a dish blending mountain roots and fresh fish, symbolizing harmony between land and sea. Again, the king praised him. A month later, a foreign envoy visited the court, and Ji-won prepared a feast reflecting the spirit of Joseon, balanced, elegant, and rooted in nature. The king, impressed by the envoy's reaction, praised him again, 3 praises, followed by a 4th. And finally, the 5th praise. A record unmatched in Joseon culinary history. But what truly made Ji-won legendary wasn't the praise, it was what he did afterward. Instead of seeking wealth or fame, he began teaching junior palace cooks. He documented new techniques, experimented with flavors that would influence Korean cuisine for generations, and insisted that the heart of a dish is more important than the dish itself. Yet, when he passed away, his name slowly faded from history. His recipes lived on, but his identity became a mystery. Only fragments of documents mention the chef who received 5 royal praises. Today, we honor Han Ji-wan, the forgotten master who redefined palace cuisine, a chef whose dishes healed a king, inspired future generations, and proved that true greatness doesn't need recognition, just passion, humility, and devotion.